Oh boy, I have an interesting one for you guys today. So I caught this video this morning, and this person, I'm sure you can figure out who it was talking about ADA staking and why it's been dropping, and that people have been unstaking their ADA and selling and all these things, right? And yeah, I thought it was funny because this person talks about Cardano and ADA a lot, and there are some areas that they're really uninformed about, and staking is clearly one of them. First of all, you don't need to unstake your ADA in order to sell it. All right. Plain and simple. It's liquid staking. You can move it around. You don't have to do that. Now, I will say this. We witnessed a period where ADA staking did drop significantly. It was at a high of like 73%, and it fell down to, I believe, a low of 62%. And it's actually been on the rise for probably about half the year, I would say. And now we sit at about 63.6%. We're down about 7.76% on the day. And here's a good representation of what's been taking place over the last 90 days here. So yes, ADA staking has been dropping here in the short term. Now, what people need to realize is this doesn't have to do with a shift in mindset or anything like that. It actually has to do with a transition in the composition of ADA holders. Now, I'm going to lay this out as easy as I can. Many people have a long-term mindset when it comes to ADA, right? They're focused on the long term, and that's a big majority of ADA holders and Cardano users, and that's awesome, right? Sustainability is a big thing. But what we're witnessing right now is actually a transition in the intermediate holders. I think they're called traders, right? And that's these people that have held between 1 to 12 months. So what we're actually seeing right now is actually an influx of new ADA holders, maybe people that have held for the first time, maybe people that are getting back in, but you can see that number is actually on the rise. 7% of ADA holders currently are ones that have held for 1 month or less. That's new people flowing into ADA. Now, the reason I say this transition is taking place and people still have this long-term mindset is if you look at this composition here, you can see that this the holder composition, right? The ones that have held for 1 year or longer has continued to rise. Even through this time, right? It's continued to be on the rise. And now you have this cruisers falling because obviously they're doing one of two things. They're either selling, which is, represents obviously the ADA being unstaked, or they're transitioning over to holders, to that long-term mindset. So that's signified obviously by the traders being on the rise. So you now have these people that are getting in for the first time, or maybe for, a second time or third time or whatever, right? And you still have these people that are very focused on the long term. The great thing is that, again, this breeds sustainability. This is the reason why you haven't seen these massive retracements in terms of ADA. It's because the people that are here for the long term, they're here for the long term. They represent a large portion of stakers. They're obviously they're not really doing anything with their coins right now. They're probably contributing to protocols. It's probably a big reason we've seen rises in TVL, things like that, right? So unfortunately, this person was making it seem like, oh yeah, ADA is getting sold off in huge amounts, and like the ecosystem is kind of failing and things like that, right? And that's simply not the case. Right now, things are actually thriving. Things are doing quite well. Transactions are up, daily active users are up, TVL is up. We're obviously seeing staking, over the last 6 months on the rise. Everything is moving the right direction. This is the natural process that you see. Are we going to see a transition along the way in terms of staking? Absolutely, right? Most of these people that are accumulating and buying ADA for the first time, they don't even realize that you can stake, right? I remember when I first got into crypto and I bought a coin, it was for a pay rail system, and I didn't even realize you could stake it and earn rewards. I had it for probably 6 months before I even realized that this was a thing. And guess what? Many of these people that are buying right now for the first time, many people that will get into crypto over the next 2 years, they're not going to realize right away that ADA staking is even a thing. So we have to just give it time. This transition will take place, right? We're just going through that period right now. This is also, again, a big reason why I've said that I don't expect big retracements here. That long-term mindset when it comes to ADA is very prevalent, and it doesn't appear to be going away anytime soon. So I appreciate you guys. Hopefully that clears things up. Again, not to throw smoke or anything like that, but people just need to be responsible when they are, in fact, reporting about these stats. So appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Show your love below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.